So somebody had asked me if I was talking about tying a roller down. Tying a roller down so it doesn't spin, so you can take care of the paper ruff after you get done sanding a sheet. So I'm going to simulate a bunch of paper ruff. If I ran a 12-inch on here, I'm going to be coming about 6 inches off. So let me put a mark about 6 inches off of there. So this is my mud. This is my paper ruff. It's going to be right in here. And then you're going to have a bunch of screws in here, right? So you're going to have your screws spotted, just like this. So I'm going to, just draw some circles in here. So these are going to be the screws. I don't know how big you make them, but these are going to be the different screws. What happens is, oh, by the way, you like my camera? I got a GoPro. So what happens is you do all of the sanding and you get this paper ruff all around here. And what I was told to do was take a roller and a piece of wire. And if you don't have a piece of wire, hopefully the electrician pulled all the wires in the house and you can steal a piece out of the wall. They're going to hate you for it, but electricians aren't going to like this video at all. But then go ahead and tie this off. Tie this off so it does not spin. All right, and what I like to do is, I have my clines. Just take my clines like this and spin this around. So that's all tight now. I'll snip off the excess. I'll stick my roller on here. And this is not going to stick on easy, guys, because you got the wires in there. So you're going to have to feed it on. Now look at, and it won't spin. This isn't supposed to spin on you. And it's spinning anyway. So, hang on a second. Let me see if I can't do this now. I'll put an extra piece of wire on here and hook this in. So it's nice to see mistakes, isn't it? All these guys edit the mistakes. I will not. I'll just leave my mistake on there. Now it definitely can't spin. It definitely cannot spin anymore. And now all you need is some water. So here's a bucket of water. If I have a pole, I'm sure I probably have a pole around here somewhere. Here's one. Here's a pole that this can go on. Okay? And what you do not want to do, this is what you do not want to do, is you do not want to go over the entire screw like this. You're going to take the mud right off of the screw holes, and it's not going to be good. You don't want to go over the entire seam, back and forth over the entire seam. What you want to do is just outline it. Just outline it like this. And believe it or not, there's water going on there if you can't see it or not. But you want to just outline the screws. And you want to just catch that edge right there. Go around everything just like this. All right? Now, the longer you do this, and the more you do it, and the more you dip this back into here, and as you're doing walls and ceilings and everything else, this water gets a little milky. You don't want it mud. I mean, if it starts to get too thick where it's getting to be mud, get rid of it and start, get some fresh stuff. But you want it to be cloudy. And eventually, you're going to be leaving this film all over the walls. And what I watch the painters do after we've done this is they just come in and they just spray. They just spray it on. And if they have a really nice sprayer, they do a really nice coat, they don't even have to back roll. The wall is like glass. You've got a thin film of mud over the entire surface. But personally, back roll. Just back roll. It's going to be so much better that way. So there you have it. That's how I would mop walls down after I sand. Everybody's asking me about the dust on the walls, the dust on the walls. A lot of painters around here, they could care less. They just come in, they spray it, they roll it, they don't mop the walls at all. But if you're going to be painting with a high gloss enamel, you really want to do something like this. Otherwise, you're going to see the paper rough. You're going to have a lot of flashing. You're going to see stuff. And when you do this too, sometimes you can take care of the edges that might be on there that you didn't get when you were sanding. I have done this just like this instead of my vacuum cleaner sander. That's how I have sanded walls, just like this, going around hitting the edges, hitting all the edges. But when I'm sanding at that point, when I'm going to be sanding, I'm going to be rubbing the edge out. I'm going to be rubbing the edge out like this now, rather than just going up and down. I'm going to try to get that edge out by rubbing it. So that's how I would do it, guys. You guys have a good day. Hey, if you really like the videos, subscribe. And if you really, really like the videos, please just share them with somebody else. All right? You guys have a great day.